Okay, so I haven't really filmed all day. I got off the train, at like 7 in the morning, and first off, the night train, that was probably one of the worst trains I've taken. Well, maybe. It was the first one without babies in the, immediate vicinity, but the sleeper train, you get a bed. This one had 6 beds in one room instead of 4, like the other one I had taken. And I'd come in at like 10 o'clock at night, so everyone else was sleeping. But anyway, there wasn't a pillow or a blanket for me. Luckily, I was wearing a hoodie, so I was able to ball that up and sleep like that. But yeah, and they couldn't get the window shade closed either, so any light that was going on, basically I didn't get much sleep, and that's why I haven't filmed all day. It's like 9 o'clock at night now, and I'm about to go to bed. Um, but I'll do some filming. I'll do some filming around the apartment. I shouldn't keep looking away because you guys are the only one watching this. But I'll film around the apartment. I'll get around the city too. I've taken a couple pictures. I might just know somebody who appreciates this T-shirt. Um, Basically, the family I'm staying with, it's a little bit different than what it had said on paperwork. Basically, it's just Maura. She's 63, and she's assumed, or not necessarily inherited, but she's got the typical Italian mother, attitude towards life, and so, oh, always eat more and take care of you and do all this stuff. But I got here, and I believe it's her niece who has her also son. He's 9 years old. There's no dog here. I'm not necessarily disappointed, but it'd be nice to have a pet or something to help me out with getting some footage. But I guess the Andrea, I guess he'll have to do. But otherwise, yeah. I'm sorry I haven't gotten any videos up. I know you're gonna see this later. Maybe I'll edit this in back to the first video. But basically, the internet situation has been less than ideal. I don't want to. I want to remain true to myself and upload a video every day. And I wanted to do it every day I was on vacation or gone, but that didn't end up happening. So I'm just gonna have to start now. Be a few days ahead, at least with footage, or maybe I'll just combine a couple days and cheat that way, just so I can get back up to speed and force myself to capture footage every day. But that's basically all I've got for you. I've got orientation tomorrow at 10. We'll have to see. They said they were going to include a cell phone fee, but so far it doesn't sound like they are. Thankfully, I've got my handy dandy unlocked iPhone. Maybe I shouldn't say that, I'll edit that out. But it's useful all around the world. I got a SIM card that's going to work for France and Spain and England, I believe they said. Anyway, I bought it in France, and unfortunately for me, all the stuff is in French, the one language I don't know of all the countries that we're going to. And also, I bought it for afterwards when Rachel and I will be traveling. In fact, the plans that we had just changed. We were originally wanting to go to Greece, and then go back to Paris, maybe Amsterdam, and then London. But things necessarily haven't worked out. Merle and Gail, my relatives, are just relatives I had not necessarily met because I didn't know of them, but they have an apartment in Paris, like 2 minutes away from the Eiffel Tower, and they were really great when they had me for my layover for my train. But they're going to be around for Christmas time, but they gave us some insight that traveling around that time is going to be terrible, especially on the 24th. And Greece was on both of Rachel and I's lists to go to, but at this point it kind of seems impractical because it is the furthest east that we would go, and we'd have to take a plane and fly out. So I think what we're going to do, we're throwing out some ideas. Maybe you guys can leave a comment in the section below. But we're trying to figure out where we want to spend Christmas and New Year's. That we don't know. So my idea was it still is my idea as of now, and it was later, but my idea is to go to Brussels for Christmas. We actually found this not cheap hotel. It's a very, very nice hotel for only like €60 a night, and which is kind of unheard of. It's a 4-star hotel, and if you take a look at the pictures at this place, it looks amazing. It's in the middle of everywhere. You know, you can't go wrong. And I'm pretty sure they speak Belgian there. Not Belgian. English. They speak English. And some other language that is yet to be named. It's going to be difficult for me to upload videos because there's no internet here. I asked about it and they said, you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm going to have to be going to the library every time to use the internet, which kind of sucks. Because I only get to go for 3 hours at a time. I'm gonna have to fill out some paperwork too, but so we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do some kind of videos. But anyway, so today I got a tour of the city. We went around to Ponte Vecchio, which is an old bridge. We went to a couple of piazzas. We walked by the Uffizi. That's like 5 minutes away. It scares me how dangerously close everything is. What I really want to do is, you know, my job is a little bit further away, and I'm not exactly sure if it's within walking distance, and I'd rather not have to pay for a bus. But I'm thinking about getting a bike. We talked to a guy who rents bikes, and there's a resident fee and there's a tourist fee. Unfortunately for me, even though I'm getting a resident permit, it's still not going to count, so I would still get the tourist fee, which is like €8 a day, as opposed to like 4 or 5. But he suggested that we go to a police bike auction. You know, the ones they've picked up that were stolen or not locked, or, you know, etc., etc. So I actually did that back home. That's how I got the bike I use back home. So we'll see if it works out for me here. They said I can get a decent bike for like €35 or so, and that would actually be easier than paying, you know, per day. Actually, there's a monthly fee that I can pay. I think I could pay $20 a month and get a bike that way for the resident fee. But if I just buy a bike and then sell it again, I mean, I don't see any problem with doing that. It's not going to get cold enough here for me to not want to use it, and it's not going to snow either. Yeah, this is going to be the longest video I've made to date. At least I'll cut it up later.